Back to play sport as usual. Ah man, it's only Friday and then boom, it's a Soweto derby. So, but we have some crisis over here, which is I don't know what Kaizer Chiefs they're going to do on this Soweto derby because it seems like on the front, which is the striking force of Kaizer Chiefs, seems like there's a lot of injuries and some for the new striker. There is also a confusion, which is even I'm even confused too. So that's why I brought Mesh on this live discussion about this derby and I don't know, man. Mesh, how are you, man?
Hey Mullah, how are you, man?
I'm very, very good, bro. I'm very, very good. Man, without wasting time, asingenenda man. You know what? I
Yeah,
I heard the story of Morris, and I didn't really understand
yeah.
it. And I think you, bro, you really you have to explain to to viewers. Maybe they can understand better.
Yeah, in plain simple, Morris is not available.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Morris is not available. I think he's part of the listed players that are suspended.
okay. He's still with.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I think Chiefs signed him before SuperSport played the second game.
Oh,
I think he was under the books of Chiefs already, and I don't know now how it works, but a player is supposed to be suspended for 2 games. So if he was signed also by Chiefs, maybe before he was under our books, let's say on Friday or the previous week or whatever,
mm-hmm.
then it would mean that maybe if he served one suspension with SuperSport and served another with Chiefs, then it would have been the 2 games. But he's listed, there's a list I saw on some of the suspended players, and he's one of the players that are listed there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't think he's available. I doubt he's available.
Okay. On that one, I think it's already answered. So going because yesterday I had a video when I had to ask fans that man, what is really happening with this guy? And then some people, some of the viewers they said, no, uzoba corner. And then I'm like, okay, if they are thinking like that, which means it's like that. But as I saw also another news yesterday, that's why I even brought you here so that we can really understand. So okay, fine. See, let's go to another story which I think we still have some injuries, bruh. Loading, we saw I wanted Duba on the match. They played against that team free agents on the NetBank Cup, and we saw Dupria also on the injury. So those are the strikers which have been doing good on the last games. So man, don't you think this is a crisis loading? Crisis loading.
Um, I think, yes, you can say so if you look at the situation. But also, I think if you look at the capability of the team and the capability of the coach, I don't think it's a crisis.
Okay.
I think every player that's on that's available and ready for to be used by the coach can be used, and they can be used in different ways. Chivaviro also, he can also be used, and he can still give an input. But however, we are playing against Pirates, which is a very very strong team. So to a certain degree, you still want all your best players and all your, the players that you trust. So those are just some of the things that can come into the display. But other than that, I think that it is a crisis in terms of the potential performance. But I think also, if you look at the potential of the technical team, they've done really well, being able to replace players, immediately, or after 1 or 2 games. So I think the game is not, they're not far from reading the game well. So they read the game well. They're not far from, understanding or having the knowledge needed to make those changes, up front.
Okay. I think you have answered what I wanted to know. So if I can go also further, still asking questions that on the front, as you still have Ranga only, and we have this Naledi guy Tlongwani. We are not really sure if the young man is going to play on the job. Don't you think that they can sacrifice him?
I mean, there's a lot of different ways that the team can come in. You can play in a lot of different ways. You can even play, like 4-4-2. You can play different formations where you can put Ranga and have someone support him, as strikers. And you can use any of the wingers. You can use Modi, you can use
Yes.
Botane, you can use any of the wingers. So it's not a problem. All it does is that it forces us to shape a little bit different. But at
Hmm.
the end of the day, we've been working with one strikers and multiple wingers. So again, it's not a big problem. It's just that maybe the player that's not favored is the one that has to take on the battle on the field.
Yes. Maybe it might be because I checked also on the last 5 games against Orlando Pirates. Kaizer Chiefs only won one, and man, in the last 2 games they didn't win. So I think this is the time. At this time, they can be surprises. But we know Orlando Pirates is one of the strongest team in PSL right now, even in Africa. So under Ribeiro. So, man, it's going to be a trick game on, especially on my side. But I think also Pirates don't have to go there saying that no, we are strong and we are actually going to repeat what we did on the last game because this is a derby. Anything can happen.
A lot is going to happen on top of that. I want people to know that, if you understand and appreciate football, you realize that Chiefs has made a massive change, and we're talking about how they approach games, how they play, you know, um, we are playing in a way that you can even watch the team.
Mm-hmm.
Previously you could not even watch the team. Like you could not even understand what's going on because the players were not understanding one another. But then when Pirates played us, I think they were playing individuals. Now they'll be playing against the unit. They'll be playing against, a team that is beginning to gel together, and a team that's
Yeah.
beginning to find its feet in terms of moving away from how they were playing before and moving to now how they're playing and approaching games. And I think another thing is that we are starting to have a very strong bench. So many players that are back, so many players that are involved. Guys like Mashiane get game time. Guys like Ngobo also get game time. Whereas in previous times, these players were not even touching the field for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So what that does for us, it also helps us to have a little bit of a stronger bench. And if you compare it to Pirates, yes, Pirates has the strongest team, the better playing team, the team that is gelled. But I mean, you are just talking about stats now and saying in the last five or so games. But the whole stat of Chiefs versus Pirates,
Yeah.
Chiefs still dominates the stat. So
Yeah.
akunandaba ukuthi ngishaye Saturday kuphela, mara if ngishaya Monday to Friday, hayi ayijambisi.
No, I think I understand. I understand what she's saying. So with sorry, actually going further with this, Smilo saying that I love the work you and Mesh you're doing. Give us great news. Rise Kosi. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Shemi Kane saying that mullahdope. How are you, my G? I heard that Morris is still serving suspension. Could that be the truth? Otherwise, we should just slot Lilepo at the CF. I was thinking of that formation of 4-4-2 with a center forward and actually a striker. So I don't know. What do you think, Mesh?
Look, the derby is a game for anything, you know,
Yeah.
and anything can happen. We can put Hlongwane, and Hlongwane has a good game the same way as he did when he was playing in the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can put him in there, and then he crumbles under the pressure. And then now, what does that do? That hurts him. It takes him time maybe to regain form, or we just decide from this one game that no, he's not ready. As
Yes.
much as the derby is big, as much as the derby is such a massive game in this country, in the continent, and globally,
Yeah.
we still have to understand that these guys at the end of the day, they're human and they do day-to-day things. And if we highly esteem a game and we put a youngster and that youngster doesn't perform well, and then for him to get back his tune, it takes him time. It can seem like we threw him under the bus. It can seem like, okay, they just threw the kid under the bus. How can you put this guy in such a tough game, in such a high quality game? But at the end of the day, there's also something called coaching, right? And when you're coaching, the guys that are in the reserve team and the one that you train with, that train with the first team, they're also part of the first team. You can deploy them. It's part of the game. It's not throwing someone under the bus. It's not, putting a player on because they're not ready. It's just understanding the game that, oh, okay, we're in such a situation. It's okay to play this player. That's why I am going with whatever the coach goes with. If the coach decides, okay, Wane, Chivaviro hasn't been in the best of form, I agree with him. If the coach decides, okay, all the strikers are not available, the only one I have is Chivaviro, and he needs to put him because also for his confidence. If they don't put him, if now the coach deploys a young player, it will seem like the coach, the striker or Chivaviro has fallen out of favor in the team. So there's also such issues to address. This is a player that in your first team, you need to treat him to, excellent treatment so that they can still give you, even if they know they can give you 100%, even if they know that they are leaving the team at the end of the season or something along those lines. So I think that some of these things we just need to allow the coach to do what he has to do. But in terms of tactics, anything can be a good tactic, anything can be a good change. And also keeping the same thing is also still an excellent thing to do. Maintaining the players that have been playing in the team since the season started, that's also not a foul to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I really understand coming from your side, guys. Make sure that you like the video and share. Guys, you're 84 on the video, but on 11 likes. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I just want to also give thanks to Mesh and also Easybet. They're giving you 50 Rand plus 25 free spins, guys. The link is on the description. And if you continue using Easybet, they're going to give you a 15% weekly cashback and 150 first deposit match. So the link is on the description and also gamble responsible, guys. So as I was still asking Mesh on the goalkeepers, do you want to continue with Bruce Vuma?
Again, we have to continue with Bruce Vuma because he's been part of the team that has gained momentum. The same way Modi has also been part of the team that gained momentum. Botsane has been part of the team that gained momentum. But we know that, probably the coach is going to sacrifice either one of the two wingers where Cirino comes back in. Remember, Cirino hadn't been playing. The last game he played was the first game he played in a while. And also at the same time, you've got Zwane, when given the opportunity, he did well. You've got Shabalala, who's been doing well. You've got Matlo, who given the chance, he did well. You've got other players that have been doing well. So again, it's gonna go down to what is the coach thinking at the time? Does he think, okay, if it's not broken, let's not fix it? Or does he say, okay, let me change the approach and change how I'm going to attack Pirates? You see? So at the end of the day, none of those two decisions are incorrect. Because if he doesn't change things and he says, okay, let me keep the same players that have been playing, and we happen not to win the game, which there's very little chance of that happening. Yeah. But let's say we don't win the game, right? The fans are still going to say, why didn't you put so and so? You understand? So we also have to look at the intention. What is the coach thinking at the time? If the coach thinks to himself, it's okay to maintain the same players that have been playing, that's a very good decision. But also, if he feels there's a way that he can use a certain player combined with other players, that's also a good thing to do. We mustn't ridicule the decision made on the day.
No, I think you actually going with what management they are going to do on the day of kickoff. And I really appreciate your time, Mesh, here on Play Spot. And also fans, they're also liking you, bro, on the comment section. Guys, keep on supporting us. We really appreciate it. That is Mesh on the call. I will try to bring him officially so that he can see the guy who always call on the line. So this is this Mesh. Thank you very much, bro, for your time here in Play Spot.
You're welcome, Mullah. And thanks to the listeners. Their continued support is important for the channel.
Yes. Fact. So what's your prediction? Guys, on the comment section, Mesha already asked him yesterday. He said actually we are going to beat Orlando Pirates. I don't know if he's still standing with that.
Yeah, no, we can't lose to Pirates. I think there's a lot of reasons why we can't lose. Number one, I think they believe they're going to win, so that helps us because when the derby comes, those things they go out of the window. But also at the same time, it's been a while. So many of these teams played a well-coached Chiefs. Playing a team where players are put in the right positions. The suitable players are put in their respected places, and the momentum of the player is read. They can see if a player is on, continue with the player. If the player is off form, they're able to remove the player.
Yes.
And also the replacements of players. You look at Matlo, how he phased in. You look at how Mtetwa phased in. You look at how Dudley's position. You look at Miguel taking his position. You look at how Blom from midfield to right back, how he has done well. And you look at Potsane and Modi, given that chance, now they're causing us a headache. We don't know who to put, and that's a good headache for a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike knowing that your only best player is so and so, that's not
Mm-hmm.
a good thing going into such a big game. But
Mm-hmm.
if you know that you're happy with Modi if he plays, you're happy with Potsane if he plays, you're happy with Sirino, you're happy with Ndu Shabalala, you're happy seeing Zwane, you're happy seeing Matro, you are happy seeing so many of these great players. I think that eliminates the stress, because all the players mentioned, with the time that they've been given to play, they are all on form and they're all deserving to play. So if all those players are deserving to play, I don't think we are going into this game worried. We're going into this game knowing that we are capable of beating the guys, and we're also going into this game knowing that tactically we can go bar for bar.
Mm-hmm.
They play great football and all of those things, but we also play great football and some of the most attacking football. So at the end of the day, Pirates hasn't played a team that's attacking like Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
So they will be finding themselves having to deal with a lot of defensive work. So it's not like they'll be on top of us. And I think that's what we need. As a team, you need to be able to find a goal when you need a goal. If
Mm-hmm.
you're a team that's capable of scoring, you can leave a lot on the field. But if you're a team that struggles to score, that makes it difficult for teams like Pirates, who can score 2 goals, 3 goals in a game. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that because we changed coaches and the technical team, now we're more progressive, we're more attacking. Games like Pirates, they're more exciting than they're more fearful, because you know that they will also leave lines at the back open for us to take the opportunity when they're on the attack. So it's a 50-50 thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Mesh. As you will also say that we we are going to close this live stream. I think it's very simple just to say that we will see on Saturday what is going to happen. As you said, it's 50-50. I also support you because, as I said from the beginning of the video, that Derby can go to any team, doesn't favor anyone. Thank you very much, Mesh, for your time, bro. See you on my next lovely video. And also the viewers, guys, don't forget Easybet. The link is on the description. Grab your 50 Rand for free. The link is on the description right now. And I'll see you on my next lovely video. Peace.